Hey guys, it is Friday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Free It Friday, and we have a couple GMs to crack open for you today. Both are older releases. One's a really old release, and we'll take a look at him first. And it is another lowrider. This is the '81 Cadillac Coupe Deville, and this was released back in 2004. Yeah, there it's 2004. I've already cut it open to make it a little easier to get out. And this series here in 2004, they didn't have a lot. There was a few though. I think the '82 Buick was the black one, and the S10 may have been the orange one. And then the Monte Carlo may have also been the orange one or the maroon one. I got the maroon one, but when I got it and I opened it, it had some paint rashing on it. So I took the side pinstripes off of it and I went over it with another color like Sharpie to kind of give it a marbleized paint look on the sides. And it did okay. It's not perfect by far, but it took away from the paint rash, and you could still kind of see it a little bit, but because the paint is kind of blotchy, and it's not a perfect marble job, but it's better than having visible paint rash and blotchy pinstriping. So anyways, that's what I did with this guy. And I have the orange one coming, but it also needs work. It was a loose one, and it needs some touch-up work, and it needs the top repainted. I repainted the top on this one, too, and it came out pretty good. So, not too bad. But anyways, the Caddy. This one I am cracking open to put with the other two up here. As you can see, we've already reserved an opening for it. So, as far as I know, Revell did 4 '81 Cadillacs, and I have the 3 of the 4. The other one is also a green color, similar to this, and it has green spokes. And the paint job on it is a little bit different. The white patterns are a little bit thicker on the car, so it covers up more of the green area. And as I said, it has the green spokes, so it does look pretty cool. So that one is the next one on my to get list. So anyways, you can see it's 1/64 scale. It's issue number 165. Positionable axles, opening trunk. And once again, there's the lineup that they had. And then it just kind of tells you a little bit about Lowrider magazine is the leading authority on one of the fastest growing car crazes in the country. It covers the hottest cars and trucks plus the latest trends through high impact photography, action packed graphics, and cutting edge editorial. Our diecast Lowrider magazine series includes a selection of exciting lowriders in the collector 1/64 diecast scale. Now every enthusiast can bring home an authentic lowrider without sacrificing even a bit of garage space. So yeah, these are cool. I wish they would release them. They kind of have with this guy here. That one was just released in 2025 with the model kit, and I'm hoping that that is like a sign of what's to come in the future. So I'm hoping that we get more lowriders, even if it is with a model kit. If it's what they call big and small now, it used to be called the Amigo Pack, and they didn't do too many lowriders. There's a '63 Impala, which I showed you guys before, and that guy is that guy here. And then they had a Caprice, well, not a Caprice, but an Impala SS, 96 Impala SS. I don't have that one, but they did 2. And then so far with the big and small, they only have released the S10 so far. So I'm hoping to see more lowriders in that series. And I'm hoping to see them release their Lowrider series, because they would go over very well, as they should be able to see with like Fineworks doing very well with their 64 Impala releases, Hot Wheels with their Monte Carlos and Impalas, and then they got a Fleet Master to come. So Revell really needs to get back into the game and release some more Lowriders. So as you can see, very cool car, nicely done, tasteful graphics, half vinyl top, the Lando top, sunroof, which is cool, and a like black interior. I guess it would be like simulated leather. That's the one thing about the Revell Lowriders. They kind of have more of a stock appearing interior for the car. Some of them are two-tone though, with like a white outside and like, I don't know, maybe color coordinated inserts to go with the body color. But another cool feature that they had is the opening deck lid with the hydraulic pumps and batteries. Very cool. And then some of them they released in the regular series. They had a Chevrolet series where they made regular releases of all their Impalas, and they made regular releases of the 70 Monte Carlo. They never did a 77 as far as I know, and they did not release any regular variants of the Cadillacs or the Regals or Rivieras. As far as I know, if they did, they are ultra rare. But anyways, that's it for the Caddy. It does have the adjustable suspension, as you can see. Even the rear underneath detail is very nicely done. They are plastic base, so if you do get these ones and they haven't been used yet, be careful, because the plastic could be brittle depending on how they were stored. And they have the acrylic headlight lenses, big chrome bumpers and grille. Very cool car. So happy to add that one with the other Caddies. Now, our next one is one that I have a few of, actually. I had this car loose for a very long time, and then I recently came across like sealed case of these, and I was hoping to get an ultra red, but I didn't, and I wanted to get a carded one for myself, so I do have a carded one now. So we're just going to do a spin around on this, and I'll show you one loose, of course. So it's kind of like cracking it open. So as you can see, these are very rare, one of 1,800. These are a special hobby exclusive series, and they made 1,800 of each version. There's a black one that just has the stickers in the window. I finally did find that one. It took me a long time to find one for a reasonable price. And then it tells you about the release that is available in stores. But as I mentioned, these were, I don't know if these were available in a special hobby release or they were just sold as like master cases of one particular car. I'm not sure how these came. I think maybe you could get master cases, or you could get them in cases with 4 other or 5 other cars. Not so sure on that. But the ones that I got 2 sealed 6-packs. I'm sorry, 1 sealed. Let me see how they are labeled. How many were in that package? So there were, let me see here. Yeah, 6. And then I had 1 case that was open and 1 case was sealed. I have 8 of them, but I've gotten rid of a couple of them already. I still have a few if anybody needs one. They're all mint. As I said, they're just fresh right out of the case. The only thing that a couple of them have is a slight little vein back here, but I think it's done and due to the way that the package is sealed, because it goes right along the way the blister is sealed here. There's no sign of it on the front of the card at all, just on the back. And then the bottom of the blisters are kind of, I don't know. Well, this one's actually pretty good. Let me show you another one here, because most of them have like a pinched seam. No, actually, Yeah, here's like one. Some of them have like the blister where it looks like when they were sealed, it got a little bit too warm and it melted a little bit of the edge, but nothing that major. This part right here doesn't seal to the card anyways. These are always loose. That little area that goes down on the bottom of the blister usually is never glued. And then all of them do not have that little vein on the back side of the card, just some. It seems like the ones that have the full, like, not full, but the unmelted bottom of the blister are the ones that have the vein on the back of the card, and the ones that have no veins whatsoever, a meticulous card, and they have the little bit of a melted edge on the blister bottom. But anyways, if you guys need one and you say you've seen the video, I'll let you have one for 40 bucks. That's really cheap compared to what they usually go for. I do have them available at my eBay store, but they are $46.95. I can take a couple bucks off, but I still have to cover the eBay fees. But if you buy direct from me, I can do 40 a piece on them. Now, this is what the car looks like out of the package. A very nicely done car. Metal on metal. Rubber tires as usual. With the Krager style mags. And really cool, like 70s style paint job that you would see on a bracket racer at the track. And it's from Hudson, Iowa. As you can see on the tailgate, and no plate on it. And they do have an opening hood with a detailed big block. As you can see, it has a radiator hose, detailed alternator, air cleaner, and overflow for the radiator. That could also be the windshield washer tank. I'm not sure if that's for overflow or windshield washers. But, very nicely detailed car. This one has the exposed headlight grille, not the hideaway headlight grille like some of the releases of the Kingswood had. No roof rack either. That's one thing rare because mostly all of their releases, I'm looking at all the other ones right now. Yes, every single release had a roof rack except for the lead sled and its black counterpart. They were the only ones that came without a roof rack. All of the other ones that had the wood sides, and even the black, matte black one that didn't have the wood side, all still had roof racks. So that's another unique thing about this car. No roof rack. So very nice piece. And it is only released. There's only 1,800 of them made, put it that way. That's the best way to word that. So yeah, they are very rare cars. I was really shocked to find somebody that had a case of them. But he also, I think, had a master case of them. So he had some left over. These things are almost 10 years old already. They were released in 2017. So 9 years, hard to believe, has already passed. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as I said, if you need a lead sled, you can find me on Instagram. That's the best place to message me, because not all the time do I look at the comments on the YouTube videos. You can find me on IG, same name, Ron's Muscle Car Diecast. And also, I do have them posted on eBay if you feel safer getting them that way. Same name, Ron's Muscle Car Diecast. So I have 3 on eBay. But I do have 6 total available. So if you need one, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your weekend.